All right, today I have a short review for this WhatsUpNails Pure Color number 7 Watermarble tool, and then I'll have a tutorial. So I was pretty excited to be able to choose this as one of my review items from WhatsUpNails because I do have a Pure Color number 7 Watermarble tool that I've had for years now, and it's pretty beat up. I'm pretty hard on my tools, and this part is a little loose, and this part has come out due to repeated acetone use, and I was able to get that back in there and glue it in, but it definitely wobbles a bit. And so I was excited to be able to get a new one and see if it was just as good as the old one. And as you can see, they are a little different. So if I match up the bottom here, the new one is a tiny bit shorter. Now the ends look identical, and that matters to me. I do have a Born Pretty Store knockoff that's pretty similar, but as you hopefully can see here, the tip of it is a little bit thicker. And I think for precise designs, the really thin point is actually very helpful. So it comes with a cap, which is nice for when you're not using it, and so you don't stab yourself if you keep it in a pen holder. And then extra rings, because these do tend to get a little messed up and dirty, and you can replace them. So anyway, that's the review, and I will be using it in a tutorial shortly. All right, I have zoomed out a little here from my usual videos because I wanted to show my Watermarble setup. So here I have my Nyquil medicine cup filled with room temperature bottled water. And I find that the brand doesn't matter, but I do keep the bottle of water in the room with my polishes so that they're all the same temperature. Then I have the polishes I'm going to use lined up pretty close to it. This is my little spice jar that I've put a sponge in and then some acetone in, and this is what I use to clean up my Watermarble tool in between draws. And it's really easy and quick to do that using this, so I'm really quite happy with that. I have this shot glass that I used to use, along with some old swatch sticks that I use for cleaning up the water, and holding it up like this is a good way to keep things out of the way. And I also have little cuticle scissors and tweezers to remove the latex. And then because this is a magnetic Watermarble polish, I also have my ring magnet that I'm going to be trying out for the first time. So that's my setup and everything that I need in order to Watermarble, and I just make sure that everything is set up like this before I start so that everything's close at hand and that I can reach things really quickly. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is testing of Watermarbles. So when I get a new collection of polishes to review for watermarbling, what I will generally do is test them all on black, nude, and white. Even though white is the most common, especially for neons and pastels, I would say, I do like to use nude, which gives it a very more muted effect, but really pretty, especially with shimmers. And then black for a lot of iridescent shimmers or magnetics or just things where the pigments used really pop with black. The other thing you can do is use the lightest color of the water marble, like I did here, where I used yellow for the base. Another good one to try is a silver hollow. That's a really pretty base, and especially if you're going to use a clear water marble and leave parts of the water marble showing for the silver hollow to peek through. And you can use that in a linear format or as a hollow glitter. Whatever you would like. So today I am going to use this polish as the testing base. I got a bunch of new Tonic polishes, and one of them is this base, and it's called Indiglo. And it's in the same collection that a bunch of magnetic polishes, with a bunch of magnetic polishes. And so I have 4 of the new Tonic toppers here, the magnetic toppers. I have Here Comes the Sun, Mirabilis, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Stardust, okay, and Better on top. And these are all marketed and described as magnetic toppers. And I've seen them really change and look different depending upon the base color that was used. And so I thought that these would all be really pretty in a water marble over Indiglo as the base. And now I think they would also look really pretty over the black as well and give it a different effect. And I might do both depending upon how this test goes. But I thought that they would really look stunning over this. Now, this is a test from scratch. I have not tested these polishes for their water marbling ability, but I have tried a couple of Tonic polishes in the past, and the formula seems to work, and not many, but some magnetic polishes will work for water marbling. They don't have the best spread, and some dry quickly, so you do have to work fast, but I think that if you can get them to work, they look really stunning in a water marble. So sorry, I'm just trying to clear some extra stuff out of the water there. So here we go, test number 1, and just trying to get that first one to spread. And sometimes, like, I think the problem here is that I had just tried to clean my cup, and there's a lot of stuff floating in there. So sometimes I use this one drop to clean the water. So I'll spread that out as much as possible. Clean my tool. And then pick that up, and hopefully that cleans the water enough for the next try. So attempt number 2. Okay. And that worked a lot better. So 2. And I find spinning the cup helps the polishes spread, especially when they don't really want to. Okay, and I'm going to stop there at this 6-ring bullseye. And as you can see, the outer ring has dried already. So these aren't great for water marbling, but I think I can get this to work. Because all I need is that middle section there. So I'm just going to, so before I do that, I'm going to talk about, there's two ways you can apply the magnet. You can do it in the water while it's still wet, and you can see that that worked. Okay. But it can distort the image some if you're doing a fancy design kind of, or precise design, and you don't really want the design to be distorted at all, that's not the best method. The other problem with that is, so the polish is drying even more while you're applying the magnet. So now the design is pretty dry when you dip. So, okay. So you can see, you can get that to work. It's not the greatest, but I think that in terms of spreadability and how quickly it dries, but you can definitely get these to work, and I think they look pretty spectacular. So then the other way to use the magnet is, so after this dries, then you apply top coat over it. And I'm just going to give it a few more seconds here to make sure that that dries. And then apply the magnet. So I will show that. Move this. Okay. And because that's probably not quite dry, I want to be really ginger about applying the top coat here so that I don't get smearing. Okay, and then you can apply the magnet. And I find that the longer you hold it, especially after the top coat, the longer the pattern will hold as it dries, and hopefully you can see that, but I think that looks gorgeous, very jewel tone. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my nails with that. Thanks for watching.